Creek, it's Nelson. Just want to let you know you guys have not been linked to the StarNet. It's probably maybe about 8 o'clock this morning.
We have not been linked? You're saying not or have?
Have not been linked.
Roger that. Copy there, Nelson. Yeah, I think I talked with you before, but you're all the way up there in Coconut Creek, yeah, man. Yeah, man, we've been dealing with all kind of shit down here, man. Shit and hit the fan lately, but all good.
No, I know. It was me that gave you the heads up yesterday that you guys were linked to the StarNet. But I don't know what happened, man. I mean, it was linked all night last night. And, I was actually thinking about it because if I could pick up both, I don't think it was just retransmitting. I mean, if they were doing it, they had to have been transmitting your output to the input of the StarNet for the Miami repeater. But then they had to have been repeating the output of that repeater to the input of the 325.
Yeah, that's what they were doing. They were receiving us and then linking us into all the other repeaters.
You know, Mikey, the only thing that I could think of right now off the top of my head, the way that they would do that, there's 3 ways. Either they got, I'll give you the most theoretical way that I think they might have did it. They got 2 dual banders and got the UHF to go to crosslink to VHF and then grab that VHF and put it back into a UHF to do the entire, because no dual bander will do UHF to UHF, repeat. That's the first thing. Second thing, either they got like a GR1225, like one of those little simple Motorola repeaters, reprogrammed it to do that. That's another way of doing it. Third way of doing it, they got a pair of max tracks and back them to each other. Whoever's doing this knows what they're doing.
They're doing repeaters, definitely, and they're not doing what you say with the VHF and the VHF, because you would hear the degradation and stuff on the audio and shit like that. No, they're using good stuff because from what I hear, it sounds good.
So maybe they're grabbing like a GR1225 and using it to, not crosslink, but not crossband, band to band, basically grabbing it like that. No duplexer, just receiving the repeater and just transmitting out.
Exactly. The shit's so far away, you don't even need a duplexer.
I'll tell you what, this Nelson's going to be. If you guys were linked up to that thing yesterday, or when they were doing that, they picked up the 325 repeater, probably louder and clearer than I ever have before.
Oh, yeah. We have some upgrades coming up, and we got to do a couple of different things and stuff, but with all this stuff happening, man, I definitely want to be able to get up there better. You guys can hear us up there, but from my understanding, the entire state heard us.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they did, because, probably about a couple nights ago, I was talking with somebody on there, and somebody got on there and gave me some shit, because I guess I was talking for too long.
Yeah. How's the repeater? Have you been still dealing with these people up there?
Which people?
The repeater from up there, the north repeater.
No, actually, it's been kind of quiet today. I kind of heard some back and forth first thing this morning on the StarNet repeater. But honestly, I probably figured that what it is that they did is that they actually disconnected the Miami repeater that's part of the StarNet, just so that it didn't happen anymore.
Roger that. Now, I'm talking about the other 325, that repeater that's up in Magnolia Park.
I can't hear that one from here, where I'm at. I don't think that they either have the height or the power behind it, but I can't pick up Magnolia Park from where it is that I'm at.
What exactly are you at? Like, if I go north, right, on 95, give me a cross street, give me an exit.
It will be Atlantic Boulevard.
Oh, wow, you're Atlantic. I'm at Commercial Boulevard right now.
Wow, that's up there, man.
Yeah, I'm Commercial Boulevard on a handheld in my house.
And 4QER. Alright, copy KI4ZYV. Hey, Mikey, how much north is that from where you're at from Commercial?
It's only like 2-3 more miles, if that, yeah. I mean, I'm at Commercial, so, but I'm in a house, sitting on my couch in my house right now, on a handheld.
You know, I'm actually sitting in my living room right now on my couch on a 5-watt Bofang.
That's freaking awesome. You can't beat this repeater, Serge.
Nah, I know, man. That's insane, bro. That's fucking awesome on a fucking Bofang up there. Oh, my God. That's epic, bro. That's cool. That just goes to show, Mike, when there's no intermod or interference or anything, man, this thing just talks.
Yeah, we have to straighten that out, too, but hell yeah, man. I've been drumming up some ideas about some certain things to change the course of action. You ever heard of fighting fire with fire? Well, I have an idea that might change the course of action on the intermod, which could change everything in the mixing.
Roger, let's do it.
Blah, blah, blah.
But for sure, yeah, man, you haven't even... You know that? You haven't even put a preamp on this.
I know. We got to talk to you about that. We got to put a preamp on this motherfucker. And you saw the big dog we got there sitting, man. Which reminds me, you got to bring the Pi Star link over here, the All-Star, to my house so we can finish that up. I got the big dog sitting here on the bench, man. It's ready to go. Well, it's all tuned up, ready to go.
I got a Pro Telewave preamp for UHF, by the way. I would donate for here. It's real nice.
Fuck it, let's do it.
With the attenuator, but I never hooked up the attenuator. I didn't need to.
Let's do it, bro. I'm down. We gotta get rid of this noise, though. Once we get rid of the noise, that's it, man. This shit'll be epic, bro. It'll be talking for real.
We just need to be up there while it goes on again. And it's just kind of weird that how it dies down. It'll come up a little bit, die down, and once it's nighttime, it's done. But I've noticed the increase of intermod where I was sitting. I can hear it. So it's there, man. The intermod's there. But I really seriously think that somebody's actually purposely doing their fucking shit to us, so...
You know, I was actually thinking about that. Do you think that whoever it is that's doing this stuff, do you think that maybe they're actually picking that up and retransmitting it into the input of the repeater?
Why not, you know? All I know is when I got close to the area, the input was just going crazy. Both radios. Full scale.
Mike, I think we need to take note immediately tomorrow what time I took note yesterday and the day before of what time it started. See what's up.
7 this morning, wasn't it?
7:23 exactly. AM.
7:23. I was there. I heard it.
That's about, I mean, think about this logically here. That's about the time that somebody would go to work, right? And then goof around, lunchtime. And then when they're off of work and they're done, it's gone.
Exactly. I talked to Lenny. Lenny told me that they turned on the new Miami system today. They started testing exactly at 7:23. Is that too much of a fucking coincidence or what?
Well, yeah, that's what raises questions here, man. Because the intermod that I was hearing was exactly on our input frequency. I mean, it just bumfuck clustered our input.
Hey, Mikey. I sent Sergio
and Lenny something about this. I went online and I found a calculator that you could use to input frequencies, and it would give you the, third, fourth, fifth order harmonics for solving intermod problems like this. And it turns out that when you plug in the frequencies that they turned up at CAB, if you mix those with stuff in the 2.1 gig range, which is what AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint are using, amongst other frequencies, you end up with intermod on the input of this repeater.
That was a complete double the entire time, Robert, but you got over. Mikey, break for a second. Everybody break. Robert, say it again.
I went and looked up a calculator for calculating intermod, third, fourth, fifth, sixth order harmonics. And it does both the plus and the minus side, because you can have harmonics go either way on intermod like this. So if you plug in the frequencies that City of Miami just turned up on CAB, and you mix those with stuff in 2.1, which is one of the bands being used by AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint, you have stuff that'll land on the input of this repeater. So, I guess the next question is, up there at CAB, is there any cell site stuff?
Not that I know of, Robert. I went up there last time. When I went there, I didn't see any cell antennas whatsoever. The last time. I know they do have microwave up there, though.
Yes, 2.1 leaking. Oh, yeah. Here we go. 2.1 mixed with 900s, 800s. Well, down convert. Yeah, I got the actual frequencies that are being turned up, and if you plop stuff right in the middle of the 2.1 band, guess what? You end up in the neighborhood of this the input of this repeater, and by in the neighborhood I mean sometimes even right on the money, because the cell phone stuff frequency hops. So. Are there any BDAs up there?
No BDAs, Robert. There's just that. I need to get Frank. Fuck all this bullshit. Frank to come and take us up there and take us up to Cab. I'm going to talk to him tonight to see what's up, man. So we go up there, man, and we got the fucking intermod right there from there. I mean, it is what it is, I know it's coming from there. It has to be coming from there. It'd be great if I could just come over there and just take Frank's repeater's antenna off and just plug his repeater antenna right into the analyzer and look at the fucking shit right there.
Well, but what gets me guys careful, you Freddy, is why only us? I mean, qué casualidad. Puede ser que it's not a complex thing, but I know we're hated everywhere, but we got friends too. But what a coincidence! It's only our repeater.
Well, things just happen like that, but what I did do is take a gander down a little below and above our frequency input, and I noticed around 275, 2 something, I was getting tons of intermod. So it varies on what frequencies key up at what times and what sporadic times causes the frequencies to mix right here exactly. But let me tell you something, when I was in downtown, it falls right on this frequency, bro. I mean, the intermod is fucking unbelievable on the input. I mean, we can pinpoint what mixes are happening, and what I can do is I can monitor both high and lower frequencies to see if they're doing simultaneous key-ups, which could cause that mix, and happen. But you got to understand, downtown Miami is full of every frequency you can think of, especially the heights of the day, where shit is just combining everywhere. It's fucking intermod fucking city, man. And yeah, you know, here raises another question that you pointed out, Serge. BDAs. Every building now has to have fucking BDAs everywhere. What kind of bullshit is that? And you know goddamn well a lot of those are going to create fucking mega intermods.
Hey Mike, I just got off the phone with Frank. We're going to go up to Cap tomorrow around lunchtime with the analyzer.
Man, I'd love to go, man.
You have to meet us there at that time. Exactly.
Yeah, that's no problem with it. Where do you park, though, in a place like that?
We got parking on downstairs.
Unless I park right where we parked before.
Yep. So what I'm thinking is we come with a pad to pad down the analyzer a little bit, or we just get up on the fucking roof and that's it. Well, the idea was to get the UHF antenna of Frank's repeater, unplug it, and plug it into the analyzer with a pad it down, and then we'll be able to read the what's going on up there, you know?
Well, definitely sit down and do your calculations to do every type of mix, high or low, to mix with your frequency, you know? It does make sense that 2.1 would be a cause of a mix down with a mix of, 900 or something. It would cause that, or even VHF. You never know what's happening. I mean, there could be just VHF mix too, you know? I mean, it's just, to me though, it seems more of a high frequency because I've noticed that what I'm hearing is what I'm hearing on this 939 area.
Frank's repeater, the VHF one, is unusable up there after all that noise.
Let's see, I got for what came up over there at CAB, and with the repeater input, and sat there and plugged them into the calculator and looked at frequency list. I was on radio reference looking shit up, and the only thing I jived that makes any sense is that it's mixing with one cell phone. Only thing that makes any sense. I mean, could be totally wrong. You know, might be something else. It might be a corroded antenna somewhere. But that's the only thing I found that made some sense right now. And I guess tomorrow when these guys go up there, we'll see what happens.
Well, real quick, DB antennas are prone for this kind of intermod shit. Especially when they get old and corroded. The corrosion acts like some kind of harmonic reactor. And the elements start acting like fucking harmonic producers.
Hey, but I believe they have microwave up there, a 2.1 microwave, Robert. And just put the dishes up, or it might be 23 gig, I don't know, but they have microwave up there like a motherfucker.
Hell, man, we get a bunch of we got a couple lawn chairs, they sit down, drink some beers, and monitor the fucking spectrum. As we see the signal on the repeater, we look at signals each one at a time, and if it drops at the same time, we know what the mix is.
There's a lot of shit up there.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be up there more than like 10 minutes or so.
But can we shit in their mouths when we're done?
I'd like to hang my ass over the end of the fucking building and take a big long shit. And, some poor individual just gets splat with fucking caca like it was no tomorrow.
I don't know, but you gotta do the velocity map there. You might break someone's neck with a turn at that velocity. Can't afford you to say yes.
It depends on the splatter factor.
Gotta take a splatometer with you.
Exactly, because if you're, if you got diarrhea or, you got solid shit, the more compact your shit is, it'll definitely, hurt somebody.
The Congo commandos are back.
Looks like we're back on the repeaters again. Fucking individual has some kind of problem with our language, so he has to put us back on the repeater to try to show our intelligence, I guess. So yeah, but definitely there is some serious mixing going on in that area, though. What it's caused by, I don't know. I mean, we do know that certain mixes and frequencies in a certain spot, something about mixing. You remember, Sergio, you told me, I don't hear shit, and blah, blah, blah. But a few blocks away from there, I was getting a full signal of the same shit that we're hearing on your input.
Mikey, what trips me out is that at night it's quiet. Like I said, because I'm not using it as much.
That's the thing about it. What's going on here that we don't know? Are the trucking channels just sitting somewhere else idling? Are they turned off? Are they going somewhere else? Or is the activity just not as much? As activity increases, bandwidth gets wider.
Or maybe these motherfuckers are turning it on when they walk in there in the morning. Like I've been, they walk in there, all right, we got to test the system, turn it on.
I think we'll see if I got it.
Because check this out. Serge. You remember when we had to find that other one where it was causing that shit noise, and then next thing you know it was feedbacking? That was on a specific certain times too. Similar to this one.
Right. I follow you.
Can you remember how we just looking around trying to find it, and then it just fucking completely went away? Especially after I found Ronco.
Yes, sir.
Now it's back with some fucking noise. And now he's playing different noises. He changed it up. Instead of just keeping it to what it was, he changed it. That tells me that somebody's fucking doing it on purpose.
No, I'm not saying no. Absolutely, I believe you.
One thing I've heard from the street is at night, City Miami goes up, most of the dispatchers, they have a north, central, east, and west, I believe. Something like that. I forgot how it goes. And all of those, they break it down, they all go to one dispatch. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I'm just throwing that out there. I heard that like 2 days ago. And they just started recently doing that because some of the guys that monitor on the street for the accidents use those scanners, and they've been noticing the changes in the dispatching.
The changes of dispatching. So, what does one dispatch talk a little more thug than the other? Is that what you're saying?
No, man. That one dispatcher is covering all 4 dispatch channels. They don't have it broken down in 4, like they do during the day.
You can hear dispatcher right now, Charlie, one of them, blah, 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 one time for strain of hand, blah, blah, blah.
No, they're putting all 4 dispatches into one dispatch at night, and during the day they got 4 independent dispatches.
Right? That changes a bandwidth factor, so because in digital form, bandwidth changes by activity and how much of activity is in that bandwidth. So during the day, we have large amounts of bandwidth use. thick of it. Do you want me to talk about dildos in your asshole or something of that nature?
Oh, what a dispatcher bad. Wow. Man, see what happens when you move rocks. So yeah, that's what I've been hearing, Mikey and Sergio. During the day they got central, south, east, no, they got west, central, south, and north dispatching. At night, only one dispatcher does all four. I don't know how that makes any difference or that helps you in any. She does all four?
This is Charlie 1 Alpha, I'm all off.
Volume.
This is Alpha Bud Pirate. I love cop dick in my asshole.
Did you say cop dick or cock dick?
Cop dick. Bad boy, what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do when they fuck that dispatcher in the booty hole? Well, anyways, I heard what I heard today by proving that we have some kind of definite intermod flowing of fucking concentrated ass fucking frequencies flying around and end up on our input frequency. But at the same token, we hear a certain individual that does certain things at certain times that is acting like a total asshole.
Mikey. Oh, it's the evil.
Dime, Roetico.
So we got two scenarios. And you know what's funny is we might have two different situations corresponding to our demise on the input, which could be an interesting factor here. Why not? Why couldn't it be not impossible?
Oh yeah, arreglé CP200. So I thought it wasn't going to work. Trying to find it because somebody gave me some bad information. It wasn't you. But I eventually found that little fuse, bro, and that's exactly what it was. And despite the finger que causé, está trabajando.
Where was the fuse at?
It's a little blue surface mount fuse just north of the positive battery terminal on the board where the spring clip is. If you just follow it up, there's a little surface mount tiny fuse there. Somebody had told me, no, those are on the other side of the radio underneath that metal cover. Y el de finger que hice yo para quitar el cover, le arranqué un pedazo of board, but luckily it was a piece of just ground tracing because I just checked it all out, transmit received, radio's working. Radio survived. But hey, whatever, man, lesson learned. It was a $15 radio, you know?
Did you know that I have 3 60-amp little mini black fuses on? Yes! There's only like one that like popped all 3 of them.
Baofang.
Mikey, why don't you go play with your butthole and come back later?
Why don't you look at my butthole and tell me what you see? It's kind of like what are those things you look into when you turn them and it makes all different colors and makes you think you're in a different time zone?
Kaleidoscope.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you do that, Robert?
No. This is Mikey. It's not a kaleidoscope. It's a colonoscope.
Baofang.
What is it called? Scope.
Hold on, there's a guy out there who wants a Baofang. Here's your Baofang, man. Negative, W4THM, the brown spot on your radio dial. That's it? A hanger? Really? Oh, come on, man. That was a waste of good RF.
They're getting desperate, Robert. They're like the Democrats, the impeachers. They're getting desperate. They don't know what else to do, man. Any second now, we're going to have a problem with somebody trying to climb the damn building and trying to take our antenna down. They're probably going to fall off the side of the building. And with our luck, the family will try to sue us. It's a 325's fault.
Just don't give them any ideas.
Jesus Christ, man, this repeater died faster than Mikey's erections.
It is, man. People got scared for the last 2 days. What happened? So, just don't know what to say. Pretty sad. Have a shot, man. Have a shot. Relax.
Yeah, I think I need a little drinky poo to do trying to digest the KFC I had for dinner tonight. KM4 BDK.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
KJ4WW.
My idea is to propose counteraction between mixing is to generate a frequency at high power to counteract the mixing frequencies to put them somewhere else. So somebody else has to deal with the bullshit and not us.
That's a great idea, but I prefer that AC/DC that somebody was playing.
Yeah, you know what? That's what. 900 megahertz just play AC/DC black and black over and over again, and all the fucking mixing frequencies go somewhere else. So it'd be like Black and Decker. I hit the sag.
Now, on a positive note, I already ran my coax today, my 7/8 hardline for my 5 BTV, for my DX Engineering Hustler, 5 BTV P1 vertical, HF vertical. Hey, Robert, I know you haven't gotten really into HF, but man, I can't believe I'm actually about to start getting into HF.
Is boring.
Oh, or contraire.
It is, but you know, I just want to have my complete station. You know, I know I've got to be proper on there. I can't say fuck, dick, piss, shit, and cunt, you know.
It's fucking boring, man. Yeah, this is blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, I contacted some asshole in another country. Hey, give me a poster so now I can post it up and have posters all over the place.
I'm not doing all that bullshit. I just want to have my HF station, you know. Yeah, I think, you know, Charlie has HF. A couple people have HF, man. We got, you know, a line. I'll get on HF and fuck around there for a little bit, too.
It's more interesting listening to HF than it is anything. There's, you know, fucking strange sounds, you know. Shit that sounds like kidney dialysis machines.
Hey, Sergio, don't kid yourself in thinking that, you know, that's the gentleman's band. Just wait till you run across those old farts on 80 meters that fight with each other. If you hear the things that they say, there should be nobody complaining about what goes on here. Because at least what goes on here stays down here in South Florida. On 80 meters, That's worldwide. And you should see those old farts fight, man. Holy crap, the things they say to each other. Oh, they make us look like whippersnappers.
I'll make all them old men fucking go back into their graves.
No, Robert, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah, you go there. They're not IDing. They're doing their same stuff, man. Only on, HF.
Yeah, the guy whispering the same one that does and does the theory, the little double click he has on the BTT there.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a minute now.
That's Ronco.
Well, I don't know who it is, but I've been both. I got years in audio just like you. I'm not much older than you, by 14 years, not a whole lot, 11 years, so I have heard a lot of things, and I have good ears, bro. I started on the radio when I was 11 years old, and I can tell every little sound of that audio, man.
I know, I've been paying attention. That's the same one that when Ronco talks, it goes tuk tuk, tuk tuk.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, he likes to go, kuyu.
That's what he does, that kuyu.
Hey, man, I'm going to say, dude, Rolly, you got good ears, bro, but your eyesight's shot. You know, Rolly came over the other day, and he looked at something outside on my front porch on the little bench I got there, and he's like, what's that, dog shit? And it was two big snails having sex. You know what it is to confuse two snails having sex with dog shit? Rolly, you need to get your eyes checked.
Your Honor, I don't know what this guy's talking about. This guy obviously got me confused with someone else. Tony Montana wants to fuck his sister.
You talking to me?
That's an Orion.
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? KN4VWO.
Hey, you come out with that Orion, we know.
For sure. What's going on, man? What's happening? What's popping?
Hey, that here Ryan ain't got nothing on my gringo.
I see fat people.
I see fat people with beanstalks.
Hey, you're missing it. Hey, Mikey, you gonna do the Mikey show tonight or what?
Hell yeah, man. Boy, I'm gonna flat blast their ass down on the ground like a bitch.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Mike, just remember ID every 10 minutes and do your thing.
Oh my God, it's a flood of people.
I say, you got knocked the fuck out.
Okay, if you force me to do it. I'm finally getting over you.
I see fat people.
Robert, on your mirror, it says in little tiny letters, when Robert looks into his mirror in the bathroom, it says, people in this mirror are fatter than they appear.
You said you love fat people?
And yes, that was real.
Come on, Mikey. I think that was, focused right at you, man. Don't take that shit.
I don't normally take a shit, but when I do, everybody knows.
You should video yourself taking a shit, from 4 different angles and stuff.
Can it be Mark alone, Ode of Mikey?
Like before and after a porcelain bust?
You have to have 4 cameras because you're going to, blow out 1 or 2 of them, right?
Well, there's usually 2 of them in my asshole. So when it comes out, you can see the force as it enters the porcelain and just destroys it.
So I got this better note, KF4UJX for all the haters. On a better note here, on a lighter note, the barbecue. Going on here, we're ready. A items, you know. We have the people who put down for the pavilion. I need to know. So I'm just throwing this out there, guys. I know this might not be the right moment exactly, but, you know, just to put it out there. I got a chairs list, a tables list, a canopy list, barbecue grill list, cooler list. I have charcoal list, generator list, fans, and a shootout list on who's going to be competing and with what and what classes we're going to be doing. Just throwing that out there. KF4UJX.
So what? I have 2 naked Russian strippers.
And barbecue.
I have 2 naked Russian strippers.
You gotta understand, we need a separate pavilion. It's called the BJ Pavilion. You go in all shit grumpy and you come back out with a fucking smile.
And can you imagine what the bill for cleaning that up will be from the county?
She swallows, so it would be 0.
The whole point is she's getting Carrasco steaks in a liquid form.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really too much.
KI4UYV for station ID.
Someone should jam this repeater so we can't talk this way, you know? Really.
KJ4WW.
Do you want to walk this way?
At least she knows that she's not getting Cinnamon-illa. She's getting Steamin-illa.
Hey, Mikey, you got some skull with you tonight or what?
I got a little help from a helper.
Oh, you got skull or what?
It's equivalent. It's just as good. Thanks to a good friend.
Oh shit! What you got?
The Borsky, man. It's the shit you can drink all night and you wake up like, what the fuck happened? I still feel good.
Man, I'm excited, Mike. I'm excited for the fucking Melbourne, man, this weekend. It's gonna be fucking epic, man. The whole fucking crew's going. Yeah, I was talking to my homie Conrad from Motorola. I'm gonna pick him up on the way up. I gotta talk to you know, it's on the way up, so he's up there in Southwest Ranches. It's basically right there off 95 and shit, so it's on the way up.
Yeah, I'm like pretty much on 95 too, so which is pretty cool. Kind of makes it cool.
The 325 is going in their own limo.
Hey, Ken, you coming with us, man?
No, they're cutting me up on the 10th. I'm gonna come back in 10 different smaller ham operators.
And just don't let them cut your dick, man. You'll be alright. As long as that works, everything else fucking, man. You get the Russian girls to watch over you.
That's the thing. If they even get near, you know, the dick, at least they can massage it for you.
God, I have you guys to fall back on for advice. We ought to have 50 cents a question. Call in for 1 hour every week. 50 cents a question, and we'll put it on live on the internet.
Sign me up. First question is,
I'll speak you.
For me, it would be like, have you ever seen a fat guy with a big dick? See what the response is, and it says, well, let me show you a dick pic.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think this repeater was instantly famous.
Hey, Ken, let me tell you, man, I think the repeater is just to the next level at this point, because in between everybody that listens to it on broadcastify around the world, and then now with the latest promotion of, you know, that we don't condone it, but they did it, they put it on the fucking SARNet. I mean, they heard it statewide. I kid you not, we will hear about this at Melbourne, I promise you.
That, truly, within 40 years of skullduggery and twisted thinkiness in ham radio, who is the sick state at one time?
Who is the what? They keyed over you.
Who's the sick bastard that would put that statewide at one time? Just think of it, man.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Today we had the Barnett scandal.
I feel ashamed, though. I wanted to do my butthole, not butthole, I'll put that aside, my belly button fucking show on the ScarNet, man. The ScarNet. It's a ScarNet now, by the way.
Mauricio, que un negro le da un tiro y lo mate. Sí, Mauricio, maricón, que lo maten. Mauricio, maricón. Sí, que se mueva, que se tire el puente el 27. Mauricio, joder.
Oh, they were traumatized. I heard some guy station today.
I made all those pictures of you sucking black dick and taking it up the asshole with your black partner and, you know, fucking putting fucking D-Waltz in your asshole. Just think, Mauricio, I made all those pictures for you. You know what Mauricio told me? He says, you know, my 12-year-old niece or whatever, not niece or fucking son, whatever the fucking kid is, wouldn't do what I do. And I got to thinking, I says, well, he's probably not smart enough to do what I do. Was that a Mauricio gay response?
Nah, that's Mauricio blowing on your dick.
You know, you're right about that because I never felt anything. His mouth has been so opened wide from sucking big nigga dick. He can't close his mouth. Mauricio's like, I can't suck a dick anymore. My mouth is too big. So you know what makes him satisfied is you have to put like a whole leg in, the whole side of your nuts and your dick and everything all up in it. Yeah, I guess we got somebody keying on me.
What do you inflate the lips to?
The problem was Mauricio used to have inflate to 20 psi, but he just leaves them deflated because, you know, he has to suck big dick. Fucking Mauricio. God damn it. I spent a whole 5 minutes on his repeater. I felt like shooting myself. Oh, enough of that faggot. Let's move on to, like, other special needs people. Yeah, we should come out of that fucking bus like it's, like we're fucking, the king of hams, you know? We come out of that fucking bus like it's fucking rock star fucking quality, you know? So we got all the old man ham bitches and ham daughters fucking just craving us and falling on our knees and crying and shit over us, you know what I'm saying? As we walk out of the fucking goddamn bus, where people are holding bowfangs, and we take the bowfangs and smash them on the ground and shit, breaking antennas in half and fucking slapping fucking stupid, retarded fucking pencil pockets. The pencil pocket
faggot motherfuckers. I hate those motherfuckers, a pocket protector wearing faggot motherfuckers.
Aren't they fucking ridiculous? Especially you get the ones that have some kind of attitude.
Well, my GPA, my grade point average is 4.0. I'm smarter than you, but I've never fucked a woman before. And you got them real old hams that wear the hats with the antennas on the side and their call sign.
I can tell you something about that.
Hey, Mikey, maybe we see Bill Marks up there.
No way, he's old dude. He's old shit now, you know?
Bill Marks, man, we're gonna see him up there, Mike.
Yeah, but that motherfucker's old news now. It's like, he's gonna come up to say, I'm Bill Marks. I'll be like, yeah, hold on, I gotta take a shit.
Take the handheld in there with you.
No, I will probably take Bill Marks in with me in the stall and let him smell my fucking... Can you smell what Big Mike is cooking? And he's gonna be like, oh, let me out here scratching up the fucking walls. Can you smell what Big Mike is cooking?
I'm bored.
Play a tape of If You Like Pina Coladas in my stall. Hey, Robert, I know why you're bored. Your pugs are a little angry at you. They've been in denial mode since last week.
Well, the haters?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still there. They're trying. They're like the little hamster in the wheel. I think I can. But they're not going to go anywhere, man. Oh, like the Democrats. That's right. I keep saying that. There you go. It's like pissing in the wind. KF4UJX. We're listening.
You know what's funny about that? That the hamster is like trying on that wheel as hard as they can. They don't get anywhere, right? This is ham operation at its finest. They don't get anywhere as they rush on that wheel, right? But they give up and they sit down and they nibble on that fucking little piece of cheese or carrot like it's fucking no tomorrow.
But I tell you, it's hard work to be out there jamming repeaters and linking stuff and doing all this malicious interference, and it takes time and energy and drive and motive and a need to do it, you know what I mean? And how strong is their need to do it? I mean, it's a long campaign, bro. It's like the Afghanistan and the Iraq War, you know? It was supposed to be an in and out, you know? Here we are. 2 decades later, practically, we're still there, you know? And these guys ain't gonna, we're not gonna run out of gas. They ain't gonna make us run, so I keep saying, man, as long as we ID, we're all good to go. KF4UJX for the haters.
You want to know something about that? It's KJ4QED. They're only laughing with themselves. They're sitting there doing the stupidity bullshit, and they're going, look what I can do. But I can't share it to anybody because I'll get my ass fucking beat to hell.
They're putting all this attention to the radio and all the stuff, and for what? What's the end game? What did you win? Nothing. Wasted your time.
Because they weren't even man enough to come out on the repeater and show a little bit of balls. But yet, they showed a couple of fucking tingling balls.
Yeah. We just keep going forward, full speed ahead. Don't look back. Forward. And the haters, you know, sooner or later, either they turn or they run. You know, and we already have a few that jumped on board, you know. They ID, they're out there listening. You know, just I think the repeater should. I think it's the best way to look at this repeater is a daily show with guest appearances, with surprise guests, with all cool twists and turns, and you never know what's going to happen. Let it ride, man. Let it be your form of one of your forms of entertainment.
You don't have to scratch on the penguin balls because penguins are more true people than most people, especially these fucking assholes that are on the repeater. Penguins are more loyal, reliable, and real than most humans, especially the ones that fucking act like fucking retards on the repeater.
I couldn't agree with you more, man. Well, we'll be listening here, my friend. Let me see if I pour myself something to drink. Non-alcoholic. I got to hit the gym tomorrow. I was supposed to go today. But I'll be here listening here, Mike. Give me a few minutes here. I'm going to see if I can also do something about this damn hair, bro. Wow, it's annoying. KF4UJX.
What the fuck did I just see on the TV commercial? It's a law business. It says pipes and law sluts. Pipe and law sluts. What the fuck is pipe and law slut?
Come on, Mikey, you don't know what pipe and law slut is, man?
Pipe and law slut? No.
Who was that? That was it, man?
What happened?
I see the meter go all the way to the right on the input. I'm like, whoa, who did that? Who that?
It's your friendly neighborhood hitman.
It's the hokey pokey hitman. Watch your ass in the dark.
That's right. KN4VWO for ID, just in case.
Just in case, if we don't know where we'll be simulcast. Well, we're already famous and infamous, whichever one you want preferred. But we went statewide today because of some idiot. And I'm trying to see the positive out of it, you know. I mean, it was really retarded for someone to do that. But whatever, you know, it threw some what do you call it, propaganda.
Watch the hitman in the dark. Don't tie your shoe in the dark. Because when you bend over, the hitman's going to be there. I like how they show soap scum in the toilet. Like it's just a little bit around the sides and it's so easy to spray a little bit of that bald-headed faggot face Mr. Clean on there and it goes away, you know? Nigga, Mr. Clean ain't got nothing on my fucking body-ass fucking soap scum. My shit's so embedded in that fucking toilet, bro. You can go in there with a razor blade and come out with a fucking kilo of cocaine.
Yeah, that's thing, my shit was just saying, you know, guys, but keep in mind also these haters out there, you know, they know the barbecue's coming. Last time they did the same thing. They launched the Siri, bomb threat Siri. Remember bomb threat Siri? You know? Well, they did that, the Democrats. The repeater Democrats. You know? They're out there trying to see, they want to try to bog down the barbecue. Don't let it happen, boys.
The Siri tactic.
You know what tactic they're doing now, right? They're putting young kids out here to try to calm everybody down on the repeater, by the way. This is what they're doing. A kid just recently came out here, and what that does is it tends to prone you down and not to say bad things, you know? But everybody out here was like, hey, man, come back by one. So what is this little kid going to come back out here and learn how to fucking butt fuck a chimpanzee, you know what I'm saying? That's the problem, you know. We have to regulate on the rated R, rated X, and rated this. And we know people have kids out here, but whatever. I mean, do we put our kids out here, or do we separate them?
Well, you know,
what that person did is kind of like saying, I don't like XXX stores, so I'm going to take my kid into one as a protest.
That's exactly what I was thinking. They did that on purpose to try to regulate the repeater. So you got to watch out for that, man. We're a little smarter than that. Hopefully, we are all a little smarter than that. What is the end game in politics? It's use children as a device to convince your ways.
Hey, heads up, I just talked to E-Man. Eric from the 800 just hit me. He says he can't even key his repeater. So much noise coming into his input, too.
Yeah, so he's getting blasted with intermod pretty bad, too. Hey, next time you talk to Eric, tell him I said hi, man. He's a cool dude, man.
He's probably listening to you right now. Yeah, I'm texting him right now.
Yeah, he came out of his way to help me out, you know. That's really appreciated. You know, he's a good person.
Yeah, he always got us locked in. Fuck, man, Melbourne's gonna be off the chain, man. KI4 is UIV for station ID, downtown Miami. Yeah, man, Melbourne's gonna be great, man. We'll go up there with the whole fucking posse, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I just reached out to the SARNet guy. You know, told him, you know, hey, we apologize for what's going on. It's out of our control. It's apparently somebody who is acting on a last-ditch effort of desperation at trying to get us to turn off this repeater, which isn't going to happen. And, you know, should they catch the individual before we do, to let me know that we will gladly cooperate with, you know, any enforcement actions on behalf of FCC or DHS.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, fuck that. That's not cool. What did he tell you?
No, I found an email for him. I'm sure he'll read it tomorrow. Most of these guys are asleep by now, man. But I just wanted to clear the air on that. Make sure they understand that, you know, this bullshit, it's not our doing. We're not condoning it. You know, we're not condoning it. We're not applauding it. And actually, we're pretty upset that somebody would step so low. And you know, it's going to be it's a seasoned ham that's doing it. It's one of those goody two-shoes that shows up to all the meetings and, you know, wears his pocket protector and has the little hat with his name on it. You know, it's one of those types. I'll show them. I'm going to sabotage them. No, you're going to sabotage yourself right into a freaking jail sentence. And people don't understand that after 9/11, messing with emergency communications or emergency communications infrastructure, which is what SARNet is, it's a really big deal, man. You don't want to mess around with that shit.
You know, and it's one of those pocket protector faggots that are probably laughing with himself, which what he does mostly is feed off himself and masturbate to himself and jerk off to fucking porn on the internet and, you know, fucking makes his keyboard all sticky and gets pissed off. Exact kind of person that's doing that right now. One of those, we hire people to create viruses because we're a big corporation that needs viruses to put in your computer, so we have the only way to cure your virus that you have on your computer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Fuck that noise. Fuck them and fuck all what they stand for. Fuck those motherfuckers, man. They fucking with the SARNet. They fucking with us. They just fucking around. Just fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuck them between the eyes. Mikey, go fuck them in the belly button. Go fuck the jammers in the belly button.
You know, it's funny. When I came up with that belly button fucking thing, I thought, you know, some chicks have pretty deep, especially heavy chicks, some of them have pretty deep ass belly buttons. And I was thinking, I made a bet to myself. I said, I bet you there's videos right now in the porn on the internet with a motherfucker fucking a fat bitch's belly button. And sure as shit, here it is. I'm like, God damn. When you think about something that's really oddball and you think it's unique, you're fucking wrong, bro. That guy was fucking knee deep in that belly button. But see, this conversation might not be interested in all hams, but there's probably a ham out there saying, damn, a belly button. And I've seen some sexy-ass belly buttons before. I should have tried that.
That's one of the rules of the internet, man. If it exists, there's a porn of it. KM4DTT.
It really is true. I mean, you know, I don't think anybody can think of something unique anymore, to be quite honest with you. I think becoming somebody unique is well beyond being unique anymore. It's happened to me many times. Like, I went around thinking that I had the greatest invention in the entire world. That to put sensors that are, you know, on each tire. What car, you know, tire is on a little screen. Did you know I thought I was the first person to come up with that? Because before anybody's had it in the market. And do you believe that Mercedes is the one that came up with it first? And I'm like, motherfuck.
The haters are in the background, Mikey. We're just listening. KF4UJX.
Yeah, well, they're a bunch of fucking ass pieces of shit, cocksucking faggot motherfuckers. Especially this touchstone faggot right here. God damn it. I'm gonna fucking inbred a touchstone in your asshole. God, I'll put a fucking...
Oh, here we go. Let's mop it up. Mop.
That's what I'm saying. I want to put a keypad in this motherfucker's asshole.
Trying to collect call these nuts.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be down through his asshole. These nuts. It's just going to keep calling these nuts.
I love that one, man. We should have a t-shirt, the touchstone faggot.
He's trying to make words with touchstone, but every time he makes it, it just reverts to him as being a touchstone faggot.
Oh my God, that's epic, Google. The touchstone faggot. That's perfect.
Bro, I could see it now, bro. I mean, we might make some money. Bro, that maybe we're onto something. We should make a t-shirt design or print for each hater, you know? Perfect, bro. I think we're onto something. The touchstone faggot. He had a big war with the TTF last time. TTF went him and TTF versus Mikey. It was all night. Touchstone faggot. Bro, I was having drinks, and I remember hearing that. I almost vomited laughing.
I just think it's wild, bro, how some people think that anonymity makes them like hard asses.
Hey, on that's 6.
I mean, we definitely have some strange individuals that have some kind of weird out fucking...
On the input, Homestead Air Force Base.
Problem. You know what I'm saying? And then we get the touchstone faggot.
This is, what do you call it?
Play the recording, go.
Do like a Billy Joe song. Touchdown faggot. You know, come on, get with me.
the TTF, and then you have the feedback F.
The squeeze. Enough fun. We're not. Guys, just like they're messing with us. I'll leave it to you guys. We'll put it all up in the air, and we'll see what we grab.
Yeah, the fucking touchstone faggot flatline.
Now, what are we going to name that guy?
The feedback fucker.
Annoying.
Perfect. You see, you guys, see, bro, we are having fun now.
No, I call him the cricket cocklicker. That's the cricket cocklicker.
I think he gets
Oh, we know who this is. It's Frugal.
ham radio, mic in his hand, and his dick in his other hand.
I know I read. Frugal, he's the one that's doing the feedback. Feedback fucker.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Robert's got a full quieting on a handheld in the backyard.
80% at my house.
No, I think Robert's got like 100% of moaning in his ear right now.
Full quieting at my house on the handheld on the input side. The only people that can do that are Mauricio and Frugal.
Yeah, well, I don't think Mauricio has enough power to even fucking...
Silence. The 21 got.
Mauricio's life is nothing more than a feedback.
Now they started this, huh?
Mauricio's nothing more than a...
Yeah.
His whole life is nothing more than a feedback. You give Mauricio something to use, it feeds back into his pocket, and you've lost it forever.
Parece que la banda de 11 metros debe estar dormida esta noche.
Kind of sounds like Mauricio's wife yelling at him because she's begging for more dick.
Hey, it's not supposed to be Mauricio, man. Mauricio was told he can't talk. They're trying to kill you, bro.
We all know Mauricio's balls are smaller than fucking rabbit balls. That's why he...
Hey, Robert.
Mauricio prays for rabbit balls. He cherishes rabbit balls. Mainly because of the fact that they're bigger than his.
Yeah, full quieting, man, at 304 and 172nd Avenue. Full quieting on a handheld.
Mauricio. Hey, Mauricio, I bet you the rabbit dicks are bigger than yours. He gets so horny when he watches them fuck like bunnies. He's like, damn, I wish I could do that. But because of my smoking ass, crippled ass fucking half a lung hacking fucking shit fucking life, I can't do that anymore.
Oh man, it's just like that? It's over? Well, that's no fun.
Well, I think Mauricio ran out of material because he can't do anything more than just key up and play stupid sounds. The kind of sounds that he's used to hearing when he's fucking rabbits and shit in the butthole.
That was kind of a letdown?
Yeah, this is sad, man. It's like, what the fuck happened? I had a pause of like elapse for a second where I zoned out for a second thinking, is this it? Is this my life? Is this all the entertainment we have because some faggot decided to quit? Is this the end? Was it a couple of those little stupid black bitches? Is this the end? You're the one that made this song, dumbass bitches. Is this the end? Like I said, you're the ones that made the song, dumbass bitches. The fuck is fucking shit. It's like, dude. I'm taking this like fucking awesome cruise in 95. Oh man, I'm listening like the best music in the world. This shit's fucking, I feel like I'm in a fucking third world, man. Just fucking feeling good. Next thing you know, the drunk driver hits you, tows your car, and you're fucking dead. And the only thing you hear is fucking static.
Why is it so quiet out here?
Trying to figure that out. It's like, 1 minute everybody's like fucking cutting up shit, you know, making a chef salad. Next minute, they ran across an avocado. They're not sure how to eat it and what they yet to expect of it.
Yeah. It bees like that sometimes, you know. Carrying 4BW Friday.
There was like the biggest blowjob you ever had. She sucked the whole life bottom out of you, and now you can't speak. You can't say nothing on the repeater because you ain't got no dick. Mikey. What?
W4THM monitoring.
KN4BW, Homestead, Florida.
KI4PX. Mikey, you out there? Anybody monitoring? KI4PX.
Go ahead, station.
Just trying to follow up on the outcome from today. From when Mikey was trying to do DF work. You hear anything?
Nah, he should be back out here in a minute.
They figure out the source of the interference?
Your audio was low. Say again?
Did they figure out the source of the interference?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews Now 2, and today I'm going to show you how to do a full factory reset on the Fitbit Charge 2. Keep watching to find out.
Yeah, I'll be back out here in a minute now. KN4BW, standing by.
Evening, kid, man. Good signal.
Hey, good evening, Ken. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's been a good day.
Yeah, I can always use one of those, right?
Always.
It started pretty good for me. I'm just trying to see how it's going to end.
Pretty good, brother. Hang on.
Sounding good on my radio, as always, kid.
One way or the other, this repeater's making history.
When scanning around, everything's pretty quiet out there.
Yeah, things should pick up, though. We're doing pretty good, all things considered, you know. I get this next thing over with on the 10th, and hopefully, you know, I'll be able to be a little more active after that. So what's your next setup on the station going to be?
Sure, Ken. I just kind of got this together, got my little ham shack together, put an AC unit in here, and I'm just kind of laying back, relaxing, listening to my radio, and I have a place to do it, you know? So I'm just kind of taking this in, and then I'll figure out what my next step will be.
Very good. In no time at all, things will keep growing a piece at a time. All right, enjoy your time off. KJ4WW.
Yeah, I was contemplating putting a beam up because I think I'm the furthest south of the whole crew. I'm way out here, so. But I mean, this thing's getting out so far how it is, so. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's true, but if you've got sideband, you know, they make this real small VHF, UHF beam. I don't know what they call it, but it's very small. You can turn it with just one of those $20 rotors, and something like that would be good to travel with, you know, from the mobile, or you could even put it in a small suitcase. But if you put up something like that and you've got a sideband capability, you could get a good distance. What is that little VHF, UHF combination? Small, I think it's like a PVC for the boom. What's that thing called? Because they've gotten real good reviews.
I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Ken. I have a 5-element dual band Yagi, a Cushcraft Yagi that I was gonna put up, but then I put the gamut matches on them didn't come in the box, so I had to go order that. So I just put this one up instead for now.
You're already set then, okay? Well, see if your neighbor, you know, next door's got a couple of good fence posts that he won't see missing.
Oh, too much, man. But yeah. Sergio hooked me up with this. I bought it off of Sergio. This antenna. I think this is the one he had over in his house before he switched it.
Well, I'm down here 254 and 127 Ave. And man, you're full scale. Your audio is perfect on both through the repeater, but on the input, that radio sounds just perfect. Don't let anybody get inside there.
Give us a second. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've gotten good reviews from it, so like I said, you know, not broke, don't fix it.
You know, I gotta go see the kitty cat. I'll be back. KJ4WW.
Give us a second. KN4VW standing by.
KM4DTT for KJ4WW.
K4WW, just about to head outside. Go ahead.
Is that antenna you were talking about, that DVJ1, the one that mounts inside a PVC pipe?
Oh, but that's another good one. You know, especially for restricted. No, it's a VHF UHF combined directional, but it's very small. I think it's made by, it's like a garage manufactured antenna, but it's done by somebody who knows what they're doing. And I think it's got like a PVC primary boom. It's small. It's very popular, and guys have gotten really good, decent reports. It's not the Chameleon, or it might be made by that same company. I just don't remember right now. I'm just going through some health stuff. My memory's not that good.
Roger that. Sorry to hear that. Just wanted to chime in because I do have the DBJ by Ed Fong, and I have it assembled. I'm just waiting to mount it.
That's the one that actually goes over the pipe, right? And it just looks like an extension of the metal.
This is actually like a linear antenna with like a 10-inch coaxial boom that goes inside of some schedule or 200 series PVC, the one that's a thinner wall, and then that one mounts, just using brackets or whatever. But it's a 5-foot VHF antenna, VHF-UHF combo.
Good reports from those as well. Okay, thank you for that, though. Appreciate it. KJ4W.
No problem. Take care. KM4DTT.
KN4DTT, KN4BWO.